light, we shine a light in the darkest night, because we believe in hard work and faith to Sierra Leone way. We hold the line, come what may.
Them one set we more them, but we go shout. Now the poor man voice we they bring out.
Now we are right for know the truth. Now that make we go protect the truth.
Truth began, no they neglect anyone.
We are the voice, we are the flame. Truth will rise, they'll know our name. We are the truth and nothing else.
Truth they get, we know they play.
Now for alone, we declare the way. Tune in every day to
Truth me get radio.
I believe that football brings us together. I believe in the power that peace can bring. Now we must all work together to bring about football for peace. Let us unite. Football for peace.
Oh, so you know, cause we're different, it don't mean we can't unite. For the game, do it right. Whether you win or lose, no matter your tribe or your kind, we can make it a better place. So play the game, share the love, let them know say we get what we want.
Unity, love, and peace on the field. One ball, one love, one goal. Even if the team different, but the aim in the game that is same. Let peace play a role. Make we race with glass sensors for the gift of life. Connect to the power, bring peace alive. The only race, not the human race. Running to the finish is a victory. Anytime we align.
Hello and welcome to another edition of Truth Spot on Truth FM 103.9, Truth Media on Facebook and on YouTube. Mina Nene Fofana. It's a very interesting week. Yesterday the CAF Award 2025, and we see Hakimi win the Best Player of the Year, African Best Player of the Year. Very interesting. We SLFA President Sef be present at the award, and we began one nominee from Salowena, Momo Kamara, but unfortunately Momo not be able to win the Young Player of the Year award. Boku thing happened inside the award yesterday, but today we get for look at the we therefore assess Sierra Leone's long break from international friendlies. As we all know, 3 days ago, the head coach Mohamed Kalombi took to in social media on, he said another international window for national teams friendly games gone. He also put a crying emoji there as well. I think this refer expressing disappointment and all. But again, Mohamed Abu Conte, when a sports producer and presenter for Rise Radio, and today we can dive into that matter. And they but not forget, say you can add your voice to this discussion. You can send a message to the short code 239, or you can comment on the Facebook and YouTube page at Truth Media. Mohamed Abu, welcome to Truth Spot.
Yeah, good afternoon, and of course, welcome. Of course, I'm glad for there, this afternoon as well, and for dive on, the sporting, of course, details around Celia.
Hakimi win the African Best Player of the Year award. He don't get a very interesting run with PSG and also with Morocco. He don't play 8 games for Morocco. He don't get 11 goals and 15 assists. And with PSG, of course, say last season they win the treble, they win the Champions League and the League One and other trophy as well. So it don't play 326 games for PSG, 48 goals and 67 assists. One of the best number 2 in the world right now in terms of football. He's a very good player. Defensively, he's good, and as a defender, they attack very well as well. So, looking at Hakimi, what you can say about him award winning last night?
It's something not so surprising to me, actually, because looking at his performance so far, he don't get a pivotal performance, for in club where, Paris Saint-Germain, now one of the bedrocks will help, the coach way happened for Luis Enrique for win, the Champions League, winning the French League as well, and of course getting still in performance as well in the, FIFA, Club World Cup. So he don't get a huge performance so far. It all started in Qatar in the 2022, World Cup. we are in a decide this we've been guiding Morocco going to the semi-finals, winning cash out. So it don't mean get still in performance so far. When a very good one for him, and if only he continue with so, he get for be one of the bedrocks players with the Moroccan team will definitely rely on for deliver for them when it comes to delivery aspect. In performance so far, in the Champions League, he scored in so many games, not only as a defender there, scoring goals and also helping inside for let's say they will reach that kind of pick. I think it'll be a very good one for him, and it's a good contributing aspect for Achraf Hakimi. It's not of course an award will be surprising as well to me. It's a well-deserved one, and there is no caution to it as well.
All right. We SLFA President Babadi Kamara be there part of the award ceremony as well. As a Sierra Leonean, how you feel having your sport president representing we, and also Momo Kamara also being nominated as the young player of the tournament. How you feel getting these two individuals go na them place and they for represent to having a nominee from Sierra Leone as well. Unfortunately, win, but what does this mean for we football?
It's clearly showing that Momo, including in all other players they play for the country, definitely since the fade out of Mohamed Kalon, the likes of Paul Parker and the others, now Momo again can surge, during the in debut appearance now the African Cup of Nations U20, getting a sterling performance there and able to make scoring goals, scoring about like 4 goals, winning the golden boots out there in that tournament. It really tells not only they are coming again at the national team, they don't keep on scoring, and also they assist the team so far in the last hour in World Cup qualifiers, and also they have qualifiers as well. We see Leone able to get some guy, but in performance so far don't be a very good one for him. So it's a very good one. Coming to the president, I think Sierra Leone is making the headlines when it comes to representation, while in the international football, where I think they don't be a very good one. If only we continue to do this kind of headlines, definitely it will be good for football. We will be recognized out there, and our participation into some of the competition will really tell Sierra Leone is making the headlines in development in our country. It's a very good one the president did there, in first debut appearance as the president of the FA. Although other presidents been on a good day out there, it's not new anyway. But once say close to him, he will be there, represents with the green, white, and blue, and it's something good as well, bad.
Okay, I also get with me Elton John, when I'm the deputy manager and also director of Sport na Star Television. Elton, welcome to Truth Sport.
It's indeed a pleasure.
Me and Mohamed Abubi, they talk about the if Hakimi being the best player of Africa, men's player of Africa. He won him yesterday, and also having Babadi Kamara at the ceremony, and we on Momo Kamara being nominated as Young Player of the Year. So I also want to ask you how you feel about the whole thing.
It is good. We start with Momo getting that accolade as far as football is concerned. In the first case, one would say congratulations to the young player. He's a young breed coming up in football. Yeah. Not so that player where you go say he can't shine one time. He goes through stages. He gets his biggest exposure when he represented the country in the under-20 Nations Cup. For the first time in history, for Salofo qualified to that prestigious competition. And only not qualify, reach that important stage, quarterfinals. You know what it means. Unfortunately, due to I would say inexperience from some players, we see how we lost the game, and it was even in extra time. We see the team lost. So Momo getting that record for be as a nominee, it shows that he's developing. There are times in life you get instant gratification in life. There are times you take a process. But for the young man playing his professional football in America, being nominated in that award, it shows that there is prospect. Also, when he comes home, it's a lesson for other players. That Momo gets an opportunity for the first time in a big stage like this. He has been nominated. It shows that youth football developed in the country, because if you not get a platform, we now probably see our team get represented in that prestigious competition. In the individual player be nominated as one of the nominees in that Young Player African of the Year. So it shows that youth football is developing. Talking about Hakimi, for me, is not a surprise. These are big players. A big stage for big players, a young stage for young players. His performance from in club level going down to a national team, the signs were on the wall. that he gets what it takes for become the best player. If you go down to history, you can check, say, this is the way the likes of Didier Drogba, the Samuel Eto'o, you name them. When you do well for your national team, when you do well for your club, you stand in an advantage position. Despite, yes, it's a voting, but there are criteria.
Exactly.
We, at least those who have the responsibility, will be watching before casting their vote. So I want to say congratulations to him. Clinching that award. We hope that one day we will celebrate as a Sierra Leonean, that our players be nominated in the bigger stage, as what we saw for Momo in the youth stage, the younger stage being dominated. Talking about the current president of the Football Association being represented in the award. For me, it's a development for him. One thing about a position day in varieties of ways. Position gives you that status. Being part of those personalities as far as football is concerned. He talks about Infantino, the FIFA president, Musepe from CAF, and now we see him as the FA president being part of that award. My biggest event without 10. So for me, it's a development for him. We hope, say, going to that award, it don't land. You know what it means. We self get Salon Posse where they nominate, and me as the FA president don't see how the process being transparent. Now the only award this and not see a lot of grumble.
Exactly.
And this would be expected for winner, and this for winner, and this for winner.
Exactly.
But everybody was okay, yes, because of his performance in club, national team. One was a kudos to all the winners in the male category, in the female category, and so our representative, the FA president, and also Momo. We want to see more Sierra Leoneans be nominated in different competition, not only in the youth category. We want to see Sierra Leoneans nominated in the senior category, our female players. More especially now, we see our female football a trend.
Yeah.
From the then executive, from what we saw, Aisha Juansi saw a good seed for development of female football in our country. So once more, congratulations to those who represented Sierra Leone and those who become winner at the end of the event.
All right, make we go directly now to the topic of the day, looking at Mohamed Kallon be take to his social media page about, you know, I go say like feel bad about the fact that we not go we not compete in any international friendly, and in take to impose say another international window for national team friendly games gone with a cry emoji and you know, something like that. But I go ask you, Hilton, you don't in the sporting sector. As the head coach of the national team, you see a makeup post like this. Waiting come to your mind the moment you see the post?
For me, it's frustration. For me, it feels like people in the fair time. You see, there are times in life when you say the truth will set you free. Let me give you the background. I believe, say, time permits me. You recall that before the inception of this new executive, there is this belief that Mohamed Kallon not support the current executive running football in the country, headed by Babadi Kamara and team. You may recall that FC Kallon Football Club was one of the teams who sent in protest against Babadi campaign.
Yeah. They
have the rights, according to the committee, the dismissal of these protests. They have the belief that Mohamed Kallon, now in the individual, because candidates who can stand against Babadi Kamara by the name of Aminata Bangura. So with all these mixed feelings, with all these bad blood, between these two sets of people, when Mohamed Kallon came in, he was appointed by the then president Thomas Adibwame, because if you watch into the status of football at that time, we see some of our coaches that did well, but then good not be enough. Yeah. When he starts from John Kista, he did well with the national team, qualified Salon to the Nations Cup after 24 years. Unfortunately, going down the line, we see negative results. Start for Kista. The public raised eyebrows that he should be sacked. I'm one of the trumpet blower who said that Kista should be sacked because of results. There were times when he talk, he started to start for talk, but when he come back to since say yes, he supports me while they win. So now when they win, he take a bold step against me that he should be sacked. Amidou was appointed. Amidou started the campaign in the World Cup. end up to the Nations Cup, it was so difficult for Amidou. It's a result not favor. We take the campaign that yes, because of the results we know the favor with national team, we need somebody who can deliver. If you watch into the archives of our coaches, you watch into their credential, Mohamed Kalon get the biggest badge in terms of UEFA Pro license. It's not all about getting a badge, it's about what you can deliver. We don't see how people are productive with lower ranks in terms of education, but the output excellent. So the public cry for Mohamed Kalon, there were differences of opinion from the Ministry of Sports, the NSA, the Football Association, the then president, Daddy Brahima, we get different views, but at the end of the all meet in one stage. Kalon was appointed. Kalon can serve as the head coach of a national team. He got a good beginning in the World Cup concluded the previous month. Kalon served as head coach for like 6 games. And then we saw in percentage, in terms of performance, it got like 60%. Because some games then the challenges were there. They were too enough. Governments not go pull money quick. Leon Star players they not reach now very quick. Some of we be the monitor the situation. I like what Dr. Emmanuel Safar Abdullah talked the previous day that some of the team that were responsible for national team, they go blame government because the resources of preparation we are not there. Some people were bash at Emmanuel Safar from the political end, say, but you know, for expose the government, say government not be the provider. We see national team, it restart in Zenabites game. We see officials in the government side from the NSA and the ministry that they go lend money. Why them they go lend money? Not for Kobashem. It is not an hidden secret. We see the then presidents of the Football Association, Thomas Daddy Brahima, they lend Leon Star money for make Salongo play. Even the current president, Babadi Kamara, was into $120,000 in self-lent because at that time money not there. Ministry of Finance for now money not there. So before Salon for be faced that embarrassment, what Emmanuel Safar Abdullah did and the Ministry of Sports with the minister got start telling effect for Kobadi shame. That was good. But at the end of the day, think camp and push, everything coming out. Some of us be the monitor. Now going to Mohamed Kalon. You know they expect this executive headed by Babadi Kamara for Lek Mohamed Kalon. That is the honest truth.
Although you don't give a big, but you talk and so boldly, like why you talk so. I don't know if you self agree with her in saying that.
If you listen keenly, I'll go back. I spoke with Emmanuel Safar before coming. Mohamed Kalon, there is this belief from the sitting executive that in one of the person will not want to make them want their inner power because Mohamed Kalon will support them. There is this belief that Mohamed Kalon, a candidate by the name of Aminata Bangura, for can stand against Babadi Kamara. There is this belief that FC Kalon Football Club, owned by Mohamed Kalon, that they do petitions then, we send against Babadi Kamara. When they went to the hearing, they invited FC Kalon. FC Kalon was represented by Tunde Scott in the legal team, and also Babadi San was represented by a legal team. So, let me frank to me and you. Me and you go into elections, whether directly or indirectly, but from the body language, from what you saw within the corridors, that this individual, not there for me. Now you become the president. Now you are the president. What do you expect? Do you expect things for work on the right way? The answer is no. So what Kalon did, what resulted to this tweet? Mohamed Kalon sent a letter to the National Sports Authority. The National Sports Authority now they employ Mohamed Kalon. He was appointed by the Football Association then, former president Thomas Daddy Brahima. When they appointed the home-based coach, I told this my colleague on his sister program that this is where they will start getting it wrong. If you have appointed a technical team for the home-based side, you call the current team or the head Leon Stars, make them get that interface. Because, for example, I'll repeat it, if Coach Abedi, who is now the head coach of the home-based side, is one of the best coaches. He's not a bad guy, but politics. If Coach Abedi want to invite players, then in priority go be players they will feel see now them bobo them. If Mohamed Kalon want to invite players, he go invite players the way he feels say go for his system. So what I was expecting them to do, get in touch with the current head coach, let me see how we can get our backroom staff for the home base. At that time, you didn't get palaver. So because the National Sports Authority. No reply, Mohamed Kalon. I know why the reply not coming quick. It's because of the familiarity between Dr. Emmanuel Safa Abdullahi and also Mohamed Kalon. The honest truth is, Dr. Emmanuel Safa Abdullahi is serving as a legal aid for Mohamed Kalon. That is the honest truth.
Yeah.
So you know that intimacy.
Yeah.
Put me lawyer the good for us in a letter. And there is this belief from Emmanuel Safa Abdullahi. I'm not speaking from him, but that's what I believe as a journalist.
Well, I get a video actually of Emmanuel Safa Abdullahi, and I go once for player ability. But first, I'm not hold you first, I go also want to get to your point before we get to the video. Like, where you see that that post there from Mohamed Kalon, actually spot and from my Facebook page. Waiting comes to mind as a sports presenter. You don't follow sport NASA.
It's really showing frustration, like how my colleagues say. This is not the technical team with one project 2027 for get some right to them. If project 2027 for starts now, I think this friendly matches for give them a good window where they will sport out players them. Me get something behind the scene that they get 5 players they win them already. We for can play for Sierra Leone, we not Sierra Leone and distance them, but they not start everything here. Some they not play in trade outside there. You know, some of these players now this window them for don't get the opportunity. After the World Cup qualifiers, this technical team submits a proposal that the windows of the international break will be coming. We want to play 2 matches. They submit that proposal, but the reply we then get there is no fund, and that reply did not count to time back. So how can you want somebody to get a project done, then the preparation for leader to done it's slow and not anything like that's working. So it's something mixed feeling for me. Now, let's say Mohamed Kalon not be pleased. Sitting now as a coach, while other coaches will be in action, a opportunity for one way for them at least scout us some players and blended with home-based players they will get now, for we get a good campaign. So now the frustration actually expressed out there.
But with all in frustration, looking at the fact that they work now a government office, and so you think say it right for nothing, say it right for me put them out there on Facebook.
It is. Mohamed Kalon to Pekin. Mohamed Kalon don't do things the way some of the within the SLF executive have never done. One thing we need for establish here is everybody getting your character. Mohamed Kalon they look football different way than Almir they look at. He play football. Yeah. He spend the money, he go become coach. He owns a team. He's building his stadium. Mohamed Kalon gets 100 players. He build his stadium. He spend 60% of in life. We don't hand. We be play football now on FC Kalon. We see what Mohamed Kalon do for Sierra Leone. I am not backing Mohamed Kalon. But Mohamed Kalon is the type of individual where you need to dictate to. The best thing for we don't do, we all this not for be happen. When Mohamed Kalon send a letter for proposal for friendly matches, if even himself will play bigger nations, we have Liberia, we have Guinea, or you can say Kalon too, they do not organize with our clubs. If you watch some of our clubs, what they did as pre-season, like Lower Football Club, they went out playing Guinea, play Gambia, play Liberia.
Exactly.
We can organize friendly match with Liberia. Liberia not just get the bus, get allowances for the players, get hotel, you go play. You don't need for go pay agent, for go million. I listened to what Safa told us about $120,000 if for be cost the government. But part of that, if we are serious, if we are ready for go to places, we should prepare.
Yeah, sure.
If we, as journalists, they talk on our coaches that they should be productive, they should give us the results. Those who are running football should also prepare. Let's say give Mohamed Kalon already the call for friendly matches, in players that we want. If Mohamed Kalon not give you the results, we for take the mic and tell the public, say everything was presented or available for Mohamed Kalon. We don't think Mohamed Kalon is fit now for the job. Mohamed Kalon not big for sack. But we don't want this mentality wherein some people just feels like because Mohamed Kalon not be there for me. Now we Mohamed Kalon there.
So you actually you don't talk about that. You still insist on the fact. You think say this thing not happen because of there's a politics where they play.
Absolutely. And the most difficult thing for Emmanuel Safa Abdullahi Esquire, doctor, in answer tide. I was saying answer tide. There is no way Emmanuel Safa Abdullahi go and take some decision against the Football Association, where Babadi Kamara is serving as the president. They are political brothers. That is the honest truth. So certain things in the self is Safari do now. Again, for be careful. Again, for taking time. Because then go say, oh, we are you did at the same party. And you can fetch you, brother. It is not. It is secret. And why Mohamed Kalon is loved by the people? He believe on result. Judge Mohamed Kalon by result. Forget about politics. Forget about the vendetta we don't get against Mohamed Kalon. If we continue say because Mohamed Kalon not support the executive, look at my force for support person. I go sit down and I go tell you say I support this individual. You get what I go support. But when it comes to professional job, let's do the professional job. If Leo Star win, not so Mohamed Kalon alone will gladly. 7 million people in Sierra Leone will be happy. Mohamed Kalon is not serving the National Sports Authority. Mohamed Kalon is not serving the Sierra Leone Football Association. Mohamed Kalon is serving the people of the country. We as Sierra Leoneans, we want to see the results when Mohamed Kalon they bring. When the result good, we all go gladly. When the result negative, we go scrutinize her. When it is time for us to say Mohamed Kalon, say Tata to nationality, I repeat, Mohamed Kalon no big for sack. But no let's forget chuk bien Mohamed Kalon. Hey, Kalon don't do this. Hey, now make you do this. But what should you expect? If you follow social media, every statement coming out from the majority of some people is against Kalon. Say you expect Kalon for respect, we. Not say how he go say this and this do so. Not say how he go say this and this do so. So if only the executive of the Football Association, headed by Babadi Kamara, forget about the malice, put the hatred they have for themselves at the back of them, then he work with Mohamed Kalon. Mohamed Kalon, not to saints. Mohamed Kalon liable for make mistake. Come together, call the National Sports Authority, the Football Association, invite Mohamed Kalon to meeting. This post to you do.
Why will not be the talk on that? Yeah. There was a time the transition committee make and clear. Dr. Masako Isaac Masako talk about that. They reach out to Mohamed Kalon when they do them findings, but he refused for respond. So you they talk say maybe them for invite her or get him in. So what if then try for any, just like he reject the invite from the transition
committee. No, there no business for talk with Kalon. Let me tell you, it is not part of the statute of the Sierra Leone Football Association. Transition committee and a set of people that a committee can appoint, like the ESCO did, say can do findings waiting the then executive do. Can do recommendation. For example, we can get expertise that we go can on our studio. Can say, okay, AC Boku, AC small. That doesn't mean that they will tell them and they don't have doing work. They have no business with Mohamed Kalon. Yeah. Mohamed Kalon was employed by the Sierra Leone Football Association and the National Sports Authority. Why even the National Sports Authority? Now because Salon Po, not to government for pay coach. This is the professional way. The coaches should be paid by the Sierra Leone Football Association because they were appointed. Yeah. By the Sierra Leone Football Association. When it goes to England, Germany, Spain, you know you say the governments of Germany and the minister. No. The Football Association has the sole rights for run football in the country. They collaborate with the Ministry of Sports and the National Sports Authority because we can see it is not a stranger to where government they use football and other sports and discipline for campaign when it is politics. So there is no way. Now only we country they say government say you remember if you don't follow that situation where SLF say will not sack this, Ministry of Sports will not sack this. It is wrong. It is totally wrong. For every year we forget good story for sports. Absolutely. For every year we not forget that situation where now as we speak they go tell you say NSA and the ministry they see eye to eye. Now Mohamed Kalon and SLFA. I've just been told Safa Abdullah that yes, we send query to Mohamed Kalon because we are displeased and pressure Safa gets. I make it right query. That is the honest truth. But they should work in the interest. Not bring you one match or you palaver or you hatred to this person because it not be supporting. It is totally wrong. Let's give Mohamed Kalon all his support he needed as a coach. If Mohamed Kalon give you the Saka is not big to be sacked by the Football Association.
All right, Mohamed Abu, on the same notes, because I see you the nod you then I'll go. I know if you actually agree with already Hilton they talk about the whole issue or Yusuf go Ajion inside.
Well, in looking at this whole saga, I think proper preparation before not prevent a lot of these things. At the time when Kalon say he want play friendly matches, I think the Football Federation and the Ministry of Sports, if this letter don't not index, then for us sit down with Kalon, even if the fund not there, sit down and engage Kalon, talk to him, say this not XYZ make we not go into these friendlies. But however, we can get local friendlies back home here, just for keep the home-based players fit as well. On the area of resources not available, then for don't communicate and early to them back as well. And try for them the reasons why these friendlies matches will not go into them. I think that for them be a win-win situation, and we for them solve all this wrangling around. But allowing everything just go like that, and that's why the coach go and expressing frustration. Do years and our support on going viral on social media for do short like that, but I do believe it's out of frustration you doing things in there.
All right, Fambo, it's getting heated as different opinions then they coming in the whole saga. But like I said earlier, we got a video from Emmanuel Safa Abdullah where we go play after the break. So continue for watch with this na Truth Sport on Truth FM 103.9, Truth Media on Facebook and on YouTube. I get with me Elton John, the Deputy Manager and Director of Sport na Star Television. And I also get with me Mohamed Abu Conte, when a sports producer and also a presenter for Rise Radio. We will come back after this break.
Alhamdulillah, miyeti Allah. Musibe si yite tedube onjarama. Harai wafia adani en hikakadi.
The 6th National Fula Cultural Festival and Awards, where they happen on the 23rd of November 2025, na Wilkinson Road, Katko Hall.
Don andi non si inama NFCF ko wikon. Hikano mera ni on surprise jano. Beiditi e ko wikon. Timbi, Tali, Nuro e Poda.
And the ticket price will be 100 leons, 300 leons, and 1,000 leons.
Are kadi welta no dem e wombe antin de community men on.
And the award category will be Best Social Media Influencer, Best Bakery, Best Restaurant, Best Sere Group, Best Medical Practitioner of the Year, Best Entrepreneur, and Best Full Organization.
What's on Yeji today, November 23rd, Katko Hall. Meden happy on full Kosali Modon Kotori.
By Pullo Yagal Noeli, Pullo Yagal Nafoti, Pullo Yagal Noeli, La Will Tori Komi Woni Pullo, Pullo Yagal Noeli, Pullo Yagal Nafoti, Pullo Yagal Noeli.
You know, say this Christmas celebration I get for sweet, eh? Lifan gets one big surprise for all the loyal customers.
Wait, not to that Lifan Christmas bonanza where they see all over the place they talk about. I see them say when you buy any Lifan Okada for just 18,500 new leons, or them Lifan tricycle na any brand from Freetown to Kenema or Makeni, you they get one free raffle ticket for the grand draw will go happen live inside January.
Yes, so one bike equals to one ticket. The more you buy, the more tickets and chance you they get for win.
And the price them where I see them sweet, so you can win 5 brand new Lifan Okada, 10 higher TVs, 10 Kovacs generators, 10 higher refrigerators, and 10 higher freezers.
A total of 45 lucky winners go win across the 3 branches. So make sure say you not left out at this promotion, Yaso.
Go now, na the nearest Lifan branch na either Freetown at 24 Main Motor Road, Congo Cross, or Kenema na 65 Hanger Road, or Makeni na 24 Lontaro. Or call the number 077 360 000 for buy you brand new Lifan motorbike for just 18,500 new leons, or you find Lifan tricycle and get ready for celebrate big this Christmas season.
Lifan Christmas Bonanza. Buy, win, and celebrate.
Welcome. Media on Facebook and on YouTube. Mina Nene Fofana. I get with me Elton John, Deputy Manager and also Director of Sport na Star Television. And I also get with me Mohamed Abu Conte, winner, a sports producer and also a sports presenter for Rise Radio. And we dey look at the issue of Sierra Leone's long-time break from international friendly. We don't discuss about the post made by the head coach Mohamed Kalon, and also we don't share in views whether the post na a right thing or not. But we also get a response from the Executive Director of the National Sports Authority, NSA, Emmanuel Safa Abdullahi. He gave your opinion on an interview about the whole saga, and we're going to make una self watch the video.
We had plans to play friendlies, but sometimes like you always say, we truck you one box, but a hand shot. Yeah? The government has done a lot for playing football. In fact, last year we spent most of the resources on sport to football. So it's difficult. Playing friendlies is not an easy thing. It will cost you nothing less than $400,000 or $500,000 travel with you. So we could not have done it. We're not going to break the back of government. Because even when we played them football last year, it took some time before the government began pay the debts all we paid. And we have to understand, we are Sierra Leoneans. Government is doing well. Government not spend a lot on football. This government has done tremendously well, but the government also has other commitments. But that's the problem. It is a legitimate call. It is also completely wrong for anybody, whether they work for government or they work for the SLFA, for make public utterances on internal issues. We all understand. I'll tell the people of Sierra Leone. Mohamed Kalon reached out to me. He said, "We want to play friends." He sent me a letter. I said, "Go to the SLFA and you first put your call. We are just there to help them." Things. We may not forget the TM on the line for all get that conversation. They will not get it. Because the first thing is, if we get a country where they say, "When I come at the pay tickets and stuff," we could easily do that. But if you get for campaign $160,000, $180,000 for tickets, we don't have it. So if we don't have it, we don't have it. If you make internal games and we go say, "Okay, let's go play Guinea," or Drive Go, or let's go play Liberia, or let's play Lions, Blackpool, and stuff. These are all preparation stage because we don't have it. So it was completely wrong. It also now look like, say, it creates so much problems. Let's say. The NSA, they support the coach for doing what he's doing. And the SLFA looking at us like, no, this is not right. Because the SLFA now then get football. Now then they manage and regulate football. And you work for them, even though now they give you a contract because the government pays you. Now then with a secondary job. You should be able to deal with them rather than going on social media and creating all kinds of issues. The coaching contract conversation was before qualify with the Nations Cup. And we hope you'll be able to do that. We hope he can sort out his working relationship with the Sporting Association when SLFA, and they will continue. But whoever is going to be there, we want to work with you, work with the SLFA, and ensure we qualify. There has to be value for money. It's government money has to be expended properly. I pay everybody. And I'm the owner of Luawa. I resigned from managing it. Because I'm here, I volunteer, but it's my passion for it. Firstly, there's been a consistent set of leads. This one is going big. Finances are going up. So we're pretty pleased about it. We're excited that things are moving forward. They will make Ubobo and play well. They are ready. They can be marketed. And they'll be ready for the national teams. The president of the Football Association, Mr. Babadi Kaman, make it very clear. And the Rock is a deficit they're going to bring to government. We mean, so we didn't get sponsors waiting left. And go country. They win at the biggest sponsor. So that is a welcome news. And this is what we talk about: progress, development, developmentally oriented leadership. No, we have a good working relationship. We've worked well. We are ready to work together. And I look forward to us. We disagree. We don't have to agree all the time. But the point is, Leonstar is bigger than our egos. Leonstar is bigger than all of us. And even with the Leonstar coach, Mohamed, we have sent him a letter to explain himself, querying his incense. We all have to work together. When this thing happened, I said to them, before we get democratization in football, for Johansson in time, we always wanted to take leadership of it. The way we wanted it, not to say, God, Bianca, Baba is president, I am here, you are Coach Mohamed, we should work together as a family. We should work together as people who are in this game. Our personal disagreement or dislike, got nothing to do with us delivering. For the millions of young people who want to play football, for the millions of fans who want us to succeed. So that's my message. I am a regulator. I regulate SLFA. I don't need to go be president of the FA anymore. I'm here. If I move here, I go up, inshallah. So that is what I would say to everyone. The league is going well. We started on slippery footing, but I like the teams. I like the spirit. Young people being employed. the president's ambition, president of Sierra Leone's ambition, to have young people, use this sport and so forth, take them out of drugs and stuff. And the president of the FA is driving a force, and he's the force that is going. It's unbelievable.
Emmanuel Safa Abdullah Wena, the Executive Director of the National Sports Authority, and in give out your opinion about the OT. There can be say I get with me, I'm Mohamed Abu Content at the studio, and Ilti John. Guys, with regards to waiting Safa Abdullah, I don't talk about the whole issue. Ilti, and you talk about the debt, so you made mention of, and you also talk about the debt. So looking into the whole debt situation of the NSA or Mercedes sporting sector, and comparing to other sports as well, because in as much as football they cry, another sport that they cry, and we all know say the NSA, the Ministry of Sport, the government don't put in Boku money per football compared to other sport. Just few weeks ago, somebody go represent to go to the 7th place now per Scrabble.
Yes,
but you know we get no support.
Yes,
Emmanuel King. And now we get no support at all. So with all this situation, so you think saying a part of the reason why make the National Sports Authority, the Ministry of Sport, and the SLFA go in for play in international friendly matches?
For me, I don't think so. For me, it's because of the bad blood, nothing else. Just because of the bad blood. Emmanuel Safa Abdullah was explicit in his statement. He said the truth. What he talk, not lie. He be honest. What he say, government, money business, now voila, and the country. We see the state of the economy. And when there is no unity, when there is no good collaboration, you get a lot of issues. Even Mohamed Kalon, therefore be tell and say, like I say earlier on, not go play neighboring countries. Mohamed Kalon get mind lent government money for more play friendly. Mohamed Kalon don't lend national team money. Mohamed Kalon don't pour in money into national team. If Mohamed Kalon say these friendly matches they help we, you know why we need friendly matches? Let educate the public. We players who get to the play Salon Premier League, they're not good enough day for stand bigger nations in qualifying competition.
You're right.
This is the honest truth. I'll give you a background. We don't play 5 competitions of CHAN. When I say CHAN, that's the home-based competition. The home-based competition, 90% or 100% of the players, they come from the league. The league, they create opportunity for younger players. Actually said the question, said just do a mathematical check. When Sierra Leone Premier League play at the end of the season, almost play at the buy. 2 years back, we are Juma. From Juma, since then, how many players? Our players are playing in Kazakhstan, our players are playing in Azerbaijan, our players are playing in the progressing league. Not to league that we go see, we can't see Salon players in the Champions League, we can't see Salon players in the Serie A, we can't see Salon players in the Premier League. So, in this situation, and they blame government why make sport the strand in terms of finance now? Because you know why? Why? The then Minister of Sports, Ibrahim Yelenke, we launched the basket fund when President Bigo launched that been so money. This man was there. That was 2021. When we qualified to the Nations Cup, it was a brilliant initiative from the point of the Ministry of Sports under the then Minister Ibrahim Yelenke. But that was just in a flash in a pan. The President launched the basket fund. The President put money in the basket. Was it 5 billion or 10 billion?
5 billion.
Or 5 billion. But that money was used. That money was a trap. It was part of the budget where they don't present for Nations Cup. So the president just said, okay, now the money for provide for the national team for go Cameroon, let me just take 5 billion, put in the basket fund. What the then minister did, it was I don't want to use some adjective, but it was careless. It neglected the basket fund. In the basket fund, when I did my research, the way how the Ghana Federation or the Ghana Ministry of Sports did the basket fund. Now tax debate. For example, every call Sierra Leone make 100 leones, the mobile company go take, it puts to the basket fund. We get QCell, we get AfriCell, we get Orange, we get Sierratel. Let's say for the day, the amount of call. They like now 1 cent. Every fuel we buy as Sierra Leonean, now fuel station, 100 leones, they come out from that money, they go to the basket funds. Those institutions, they will pay taxes. For example, you think about the mining companies. say mining company, una dey pay me 30,000 loans. In these 30,000 loans, for every business owner they do, una put 100 loans, una pay na basket funds. If we don't do that day as a nation, we know for the cry all this problem in terms of sport. Because we basket fund for floated, we basket fund for get enough money. Every sports in discipline, you cannot give all the sports in discipline the same amount of funds. Football never carry the highest because football is the most watched game in the world, more especially for saloon. Basketball, yes, they try. Cricket, they are doing fantastic job. Volleyball are doing good. But what do they think about right now? Premier League weekend. From there, we remember next week, Champions League. Yeah. We remember our domestic league. So 80% of the youth in the country concentrate on football. Yeah. Since 2021, that is the end of the talk basket fund. Thy kingdom come. Now, dead rats.
So you they try for say like all these the government are put on.
Absolutely. I'll blame the then minister. I'll go blame the then minister. What he did, how he interpreted the basket fund to President Biu. Now, so President Biu himself can dance to it. And that was very, very wrong. Because from 2021, we talk about basket. Where is the fund? I don't know if the basket day. I don't know if fund did it. And that is totally wrong. So for we, I believe, say the minister, Madam Augusta Thelma, she's doing her best with Emmanuel Safa Abdullahi. They can collaborate, they reactivate the basket fund, and then go to Parliament, get an approval. Nobody knows a basket fund proposal at Parliament. Parliamentary and a kick against her. No. When they say parliamentary, they use sports for campaign. They will approve it. Okay. And when we get the basket fund, national team want go play friendly matches, not to budget to represent, not to the basket fund, they go and pull money, then spend. Government not go to run after Ministry of Finance. And why the Ministry of Finance get a lot of issue, it is not an hidden secret. I'll continue to say it until I die. Nobody will stop me. As to speak, that is political. Yeah, I know what I'm saying. Okay. You are guided, don't worry. There is this political infight among some people who are vying for different positions. So when you get your proposal, some of them you take on the Ministry of Finance. If you know the parts of me cabal or you know the parts of me circle, they find out very, very, very. But Salon to go play World Cup qualifiers. Salon to go play Nations Cup qualifier. In Mame Safa Abdullahi go sleep na Ministry of Finance. The Minister of Sport go dey na Ministry of Finance from Do Clinton and net. They are certain money then they say well, Ministry of Finance they make available. Now the President they give executive clearance. The Ministry of Sports and the National Sports Authority go na Swahili go lend money for make Salon play. It is totally wrong. If we are serious as a nation for developed sports, we should stop politics. We should stop this Nami Padi. Let's do it professionally. If we do it professionally, I can tell you, say, my sister, in the next 5 years, there is no different much where you go see between Sierra Leone and European country. Watch how European countries that they develop. That is a system. But for we, if this minister Nami Padi, he pay by the pass quick. If this NSA director Padi, Nami Padi, he pay by the pass quick. If not, then we camp, when you see eye to eye, then go delay all this process. And I repeat, we go only succeed as a nation when we put our differences at the back of we. Today, Nakalon will discuss, but who knows about tomorrow? We might get other FA presidents who will come, we get other coach, when today they see eye to eye, we'll start to get the same thing. So let's put politics at the back of we, let's put grievances at the back of we, and think about the nation. We are representing Sierra Leone. We are not representing Sierra Leone Football Association. We are not representing the National Sports Authority. Everybody within a position, tell me what you get for commodity. What you get for SU and say, now this may do your legacy. Today people will tell you, say, I was part of the team we qualify. Kista go bluff say, now me qualify Salon to Nations Cup. Yeah. This is what we want from Mohamed Kalon. Take us to places, qualify Sierra to Nations Cup, in future World Cup, another tournament. But if we get chuk then, we put behind Mohamed Kalon. People are praying for Mohamed Kalon for fail. They cannot be support you during the SLF election. We're not going to answer you as a nation.
I got a question I want to ask you, but I will come back to Mohamed Abu. Mohamed Abu, the debt issue. It talk about the basket fund. when a major thing we really for if you for me work out well like we for me they get even if not so completely but at least some of these financial issues then for me they reduce more. So going back to Emmanuel Safa Abdullah, the old debt in situation and every other thing there, whether you think say maybe the Ministry of Sport or the NSA for do in order for made them set for raise fund or they mind you with all these sports them now one of the sporting sector in particular for be able for generate funds as well instead of the government they spend all the time themselves and some of ways the way that they will generate funds. One, if you can look at the old fans engagement where the fans encourage game their money then they for be able for push the sporting sector before but the debt issue, the financial issue, financial complaint from various sporting disciplines, also football, they talk about today. So, what in the Ministry of Sport or NSA supposed to do?
Well, in this, it's very simple, for work with this. I remember doing the launch of the Baskets Fund. I was there during that time there, and President will be making firm commitments. Even during after that launching day, if Naine may not take a bold step, try for decentralize the Basket Fund. Go the a proposal at parliamentarian discuss on and approve them. Then the MDs that we get, let's say the mining companies we get, or maybe the parastatals that will get the mobile companies and all. Everybody making commitments. For the struggle like we saw with this so for where we sport in discipline. One travel pass we go to Ministry of Finance, say money no the. If you find out football is taking junk of this money. And this is not a hidden secret, and it's very clear. So I think for managing situation, let them go back and revisit. By my understanding, I get that they try for make a re-proposal again, go to Parliament, and try for say our best Parliament go make an approval to it, and then they go decentralize them. If that is being done, I think it will help for savage situation where we sport in discipline the cry. Another area where the Ministry of Sports or the National Sports Authority for generate fund, if we don't be because we are challenged right now, the national stadium since we're under renovation up till now. When Leon Star is hosting international matches, remember during the last AFCON, we play up to 6 matches.
Yeah.
6 matches to play. Let's say those matches, let's say 3 of them hosted in Sierra Leone. The revenue generation for don't come. If for them be a huge one for the Ministry of Sports and the use of the facility as well. For don't be another platform we are in for don't generate money. If all these things are not happening, then these two ministries are definitely finding it difficult. The agency and the Ministry of Sport find it difficult for getting.
So you also go and ask if they think say this whole stadium situations if they contribute to all this.
It gets a huge effect to the generation of fund for both the Ministry of Sports and the National Sports Authority as an agency. If these stadium facilities won't be available now to the public, I tell you, when Leon Star is hosting matches, or let's say the Premier League will get bigger matches playing at that stadium, you get let's say maximum 20,000 fans go watch game. The money where they come, that revenue generation where they come, it will be a huge added advantage to the ministry and also the NSA as an agency.
All right. A key thing where I believe say the NSA, the head of the NSA director talk just now, if you're watching the video, the SLFA department, like the president and other administrative heads themselves, they talk and say we need for work together in order for push sport before. With the issue of working together, yeah. Do you think then sports and discipline so and associations so or the footballing sector then they work together?
Well, for now, well, in some areas they are working together. NSA they work good with SLFA, although something then they hide. Logo to go no more. Maybe say next year I go come and do because that for control your star money get for be the next fete. Remember I always try to tell you the next fete get for be without the control your star money. But as you speak, they are working good. Despite the issue about coaches, way for me, for me, spread wide so in the media, it should have been managed. For me, I was thinking that Safa should have called Mohamed Kalon, called the FA president, and then go and sit. Even if the FA president is absent, he's represented by his executive. You get the VP1 who is Mayor Badara, you get Prince Sakwi, they're all in at the ESCO. Therefore, don't get a meeting with Mohamed Kalon. Everybody liable for make mistake. Whether they interpret Mohamed Kalon post as a mistake or as an insult, nobody not big for apologize. As long as you focus, you know what you are doing. So that was what I was expecting in the first case. But now we don't blow out of proportion. So everybody they come out with different opinions. I believe say when the president returned, time still not late. The president, the NSA boss Safa Abdullah, they can call Mohamed Kalon and Bakum staff. Kalon at this and this went wrong. Now this and the but don't forget about everything. Kalon can work for we. Next year we play Nations Cup qualifier in March. and this is November. December, beaucoup people will get for the enjoyment. Beaucoup money they play ball. Pas the one they get professional contract, they play beaucoup money. Even the league say get for see beaucoup players they go carnival and the funny stuff then they. So now December is out. We can elect these friendly matches that not reflect on FIFA ranking. One thing where some people they miss out back, this ranking where they say Kalo, it help we.
Yeah.
Because if we can't get in certain stages of ranking, then they sign with players them. For example, not Salon player come on Salon say them buy go English Premier League. I lie. Salon ranking. We are 121 in ranking. Now the first 100 country. What it permits? Many people don't know why the likes of Jumaba went for loan season.
Yeah, sure.
Do you think that Man City be need a defender where they can't bend some of them? They may need that. That's the reason why I made them put a lot of money. If you check after Mohamed Kalon, the Rodney starts at the days when they sign Sierra Leonean, that type of money.
Yeah.
Now we can get Jumaba. We can get that stage over $3 million. Yeah. You know what you mean with Maluk, you put over $3 million in you. Now because you say you get forget something out of you. But because of the ranking, because of the status of a national team, you need to get a player who they come out from Salon directly. Go play inside England. Except you don't burn out, you don't play some league, you don't get working permit. Then in Kinsina, you go play. So even our friendly matches under FIFA calendar dates then, when we win, it help we for progression. Yeah. We are 33 in Africa ranking. 121. So
121,
if we don't win, if we don't play some games or play some competitive countries, them we'll beat them. Maybe if we don't go inside 110, 111, 1. But then they help for develop we as a nation. But I repeat, the Ministry of Sport, National Sport Authority, their SLFA they work fine for now. Illustrative Safase, SLFA don't go fair money. Europe increase on the sponsorship. Yeah. We now no tell we say the Premier League they starve. No tell we say money no do for the Premier League. No tell we say this. No tell we say that. So now money NFC for we go fair now. For Kangi Premier League, at least when Europe don't increase on the sponsorship this season, the Easter burden. Although government yet for pay 2.5 billion to Premier League last season. According to report that them why use the 2.5 billion for this season Premier League. If they support the league, it go fine because the club are suffering. Yeah. Almost club and they will pay player regularly. If you watch into the status of our salary in terms of footballers, some club are paying 700,000 loans, some are paying 800,000, some are paying 1 million. It's not small money. If you pay footballer 800,000 loans, I buy one bag rest a month done. I get for buy light, you get family. But if the league is rich in terms of sponsorship, these funds goes to the club because they are the direct beneficiaries. When you have a good system of club, we'll start for see a standard of our league. Why me to say now the increase of scout that they can't say alone? I've scout many talents. For me, I believe say if the collaboration is sweet between the NSA and the Football Association, the Ministry of Sport, sports will develop. But if today this in face smile, tomorrow that they twist in face, I don't believe say we'll get any progression as a country.
We actually did try for wrap up now, but I go send out the same question to you, Mohamed Abu. Working together, I go and make you tell me first whether or not they are working together, and if they need to work together, what you think say the need for do so that the sporting discipline, the footballing sector go work together.
For now, I would say they are working together. The Ministry of Sports and also the National Sports Authority and the SLFA they work together. But in one recommendation, the way the transition committee been do that all matters that has to do with Leon Stars. The affairs of Leon Stars, let me handed over to the FA. If that recommendation didn't work by in terms of the budget allocation and think about the delegation list, so far the number of players with the travel and all that things, then I hand over to the SLFA. I think that one recommendation where I think they need for sit down, win-win situation. But one thing before they end up here, the coach's contract, let them try for resolve now. If we are going to qualify as going match, let's still not the game people are on give them part-time. Let's say Kalon can do that for part-time. It's been more than 9 months now we Kalon only serve as
free.
Yeah, so now free coaching they do. Yeah. Let's tie these people to contracts now. Let's see we get in it right from there. From there I think we'll get a good campaign going to the 2027 AFCON qualifiers.
All right. Family, we don't hear from Mohamed Abu, and also we also don't hear from Elton John. It's been really heated in Yasso today, but we go really like forget more of this discussions and so on. I say for they expect them for they come up. As all know, football na a major sport na salon, and if football go before Boku youth development go there and other things. As youth them involved in football a lot, fans engagement great as well, and a lot of other things there. As I want to say plenty thank you to una we on the watch with today for una don't stay with me from the start of the program until we the countdown, and I also want to say thank you to me guests them Hilton and also Mohamed Abu for we don't do we and give out their opinion in the whole matter, and plenty thank you to my production team Simon Ansu, Andrew Chopele, Davida, and also thank you to the DJs them at the studio. Today I get to DJ Muski and another DJ with DJ Phila as well. So una thank you una don't help we for push this program together. And so tomorrow we come back with another edition, a very exciting and interesting sport discussion there for come on Truth Sport. So there we keep in mind the time 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock, and you no go regret why you decide for stay with me. So tomorrow again, bye bye.
Anytime we alive.